I'm Maggie. Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be making Thai-style pineapple curry with tofu, veggies, a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweet, and what the heck else does curry have in it? Shit. Alright, let's get started. For this recipe, you will need I prefer to cook my curry in a wok. You can also use a medium or large saucepan, but I just find that the wok works really well. So the first thing we're going to do is turn on our pan to about a medium heat, and we're going to put in a couple tablespoons of coconut oil. And wait for your coconut oil to melt down, and then we're going to add the curry paste. So once your pan is nice and hot and your coconut oil is melted, you're gonna add a few tablespoons of curry paste, and I always end up using the whole thing of curry paste. You're gonna add your onions along with your curry paste to the hot oil and saute these for just a couple minutes until the onions are translucent. You wanna get all of that juicy flavor from the onions and the curry paste mixed into your oil before you add anything else. And you want to keep your wok on about a medium heat the whole time. The wok is really thin, so it's a really powerful heat conductor. So once your onions have become translucent, it's time to add your can of coconut milk. Go ahead and stir these in, kind of, if your coconut milk is like mine and it's gotten chunky, just go ahead and give it a moment and the chunks will break up and it'll come back to milk form again. So now that the coconut mixture has gotten smooth again, it's time to add our potatoes. Go ahead and add in your potatoes. And we're just gonna mix those in. And now we're gonna let it sit. And once it comes to a boil, you're gonna boil it for about 10 minutes until the potatoes have just become fork tender. So it's been 10 minutes and our potatoes are fork tender. So I forgot to add this in the ingredients, but you're also gonna need some boxed coconut milk. But if you don't have this, you can absolutely use water. This is just to add a little more liquid to our mixture. So you're gonna add about 1.5 cups of either coconut milk or water. And if you use water, it's just gonna be a little more liquidy. And if you use, the coconut milk, it'll just be a little thicker. But either one works just fine. Sorry, I forgot to put that in the ingredients. So give this a nice mix, and now it's time to add the rest of our veggies. Add in our peas, carrots, and our pineapple. The tofu is gonna be the last thing that we'll add, so go ahead and give this a stir. All these veggies that I'm using are completely optional. You can switch it out for veggies that you like more or less. The only thing that I would really recommend using is potatoes and onions, but all the other veggies are completely up to you. So now we're gonna add about another 2 tablespoons of our curry paste and just mix this in. Now let this come to a boil and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. So it's been about 5 minutes, and now it's time to add all of our spices and the rest of our curry paste. So add in the rest of the paste, about a teaspoon of curry powder, and now I just start adding things to taste. You can always add more, but you can never take back, so just add it in a little bit at a time. I'm gonna add a little bit of maple syrup, and a little bit of our liquid aminos, but you can also use soy sauce or tamari. And just give this a nice stir. So with curry, you really want that spicy and sweet to complement each other perfectly. That's what curry's all about. And now you definitely want to taste your mixture to see what we need to add more of. So give it a nice little blow and taste it. So our curry right now is tasting a little spicy and not too sweet, so I'm gonna add a little more maple, and a little more liquid aminos. You want to make sure you're always tasting your food. That's the key to making something delicious. So we're almost done. Give it another little taste. Make sure you blow on your spoon. And it's tasting really good. So now it's time to add our tofu. So go ahead and pour in your tofu. Tofu cooks really fast, so that's why we add it in at the end. Stir in your tofu gently because the tofu's fragile. For our last ingredient, we're gonna add in the coconut cream, but remember, this is completely optional. It just gives it a little bit thicker texture, but without this, your curry is still gonna be creamy and good. Stir everything together, and then we're gonna give it another 1 to 2 minutes on the stove just to get those flavors all ready, and then our curry is gonna be done. How gorgeous is that? So it's been about 2 minutes and our curry is looking perfect, smelling delicious. So go ahead and turn off your heat, let it cool down for a minute, and then it's time to plate. So now it's time to plate our curry. So traditionally curry is served with rice, and I just happen to have some leftover rice from yesterday. You can make fresh rice to go with it, or you can hold off on the rice, but I love curry and rice together. And usually, you know, a soup ladle would be best, but I don't have a soup ladle, so I'm just gonna use this. And you're just gonna scoop in a nice portion of this curry. Try to get a little bit of everything in there. It's always nice to have some fresh herbs for garnish. So I've got some fresh basil leaves. Cilantro works beautifully, but it's always nice to give your dish a little bit of aromatics and that extra pop of color. And there you have it, beautiful Thai-style curry. Ooh, yeah. So our curry is all done and ready for the taste test. So good. Just the right amount of spice, a little bit of sweetness too. Absolutely delicious. So give this curry a try. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, stay vegan, babes.